Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be a book thoughts video, and this book thoughts video is going to be on these two awesome books right here, Horus and the Curse of Everlasting Regret by Hannah Voskuil and Flashback for the Lincoln Project by Dan Gutman. Both of these books were awesome. I loved them both for very different reasons, and we will talk about that. As always, these videos have no spoilers, so you can stay and you can listen to me gush about these books without being spoiled, and then you can decide whether or not you want to go put these on hold at your library, go pick them up at the store, get them on Amazon.com, whatever you want to do. But these were really, really great, and I want both of them now for my shelf. And yeah, so which one should we talk about first? Let's talk about this one, Horus and the Curse of Everlasting Regret, by Hannah Voskuil. This one has such a cute cover, all the way around. Even the spine is nice. Oh yes, on the back it says a missing girl, a mummy, a museum. Oh my. This was such a quick read, such a quick and amazing, heart-wrenching, and just beautiful read. This was giving me Lisa and Poe feels, okay? And if you guys did not know, Lisa and Poe is my second favorite book of all time. My first will always be John Bellairs' book, which is The Lamp from the Warlock's Tomb. My second favorite book of all time is Lisa and Poe by Lauren Oliver. You guys should know this already. You should know this. But this was giving me it was giving me flashbacks of when I was reading Lisa and Poe, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So when I was done with this, I was like, I want a copy of this for my shelf. Yes, I really do want a copy of this. But this one is about these two kids named Peter and Toonie. This takes place in the 1930s, and they both come from completely different parts of the city. Toonie is living with her dad in like this shack behind this museum that he works at, and he's very, very sick, and he cannot afford any medical care. Still can't afford any medical care. Hello from the future. Yeah, you still can't afford any medical care in 2017, okay? Okay, yeah. She lives in a shack with her dad, and she has a pet bat. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. And Peter lives on this other side of the city he's not rich, but he's privileged, and he has things, and he's, able to live his life really well and stuff. But he wants to go to this camp that's expensive that his dad will not pay for. His mother's just recently passed away. Toonie's mother has just recently passed away as well, so they both have lost someone that they've loved so much. And I think that's one of the big things about this that I love the most, is I really, really enjoy, wrong word, but I really appreciate stories like this that involve loss, because I've lost many people in my life, and just reading books like this just really warm my heart and make me feel a lot better sometimes. And that's the same thing that happened with Lisa and Poe. It had me, thinking of my grandpa and all this, and this had me thinking of the same exact thing. And I just, when a book can grab you by the heartstrings and just tug at them, that's an amazing book right there. Even if it's middle grade, those people like to, middle grade books, they're so childish. I'm just being very sassy in this video. But this it did that to me, it did. But as I said, both of them are from completely different parts of the city. They don't really meet to the middle of the story. And they both want this reward money because, he wants to go to this camp, and she wants to be able to pay for her father to have some medical care because he's very, very sick. She doesn't want to lose her dad. So they both want this reward money for finding this missing girl. I think her name is Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken. How did I forget this? This is such an amazing book. How did I forget this? I think her name is Elizabeth, right? I think her name's Elizabeth. But they both want this money for their reasons, and they team up to find this missing girl. And it's such an amazing, and just, I love this, the plot, everything. And what happens is they go to this museum. Well, she already kind of lives there practically, but they both end up at this museum at this certain time at night, and they end up discovering that there's this boy whose name is Horus, and he's a mummy. that he's under this curse where he can walk around at night, but when the sun comes up, he's right back into his coffin or his sarcophagus. And they develop a friendship with him, and he develops a friendship with them, and they end up helping each other out in these different ways. And how that comes together in the story is just amazing, and this story made me cry at parts. And when a book can do that again, it's an amazing book. And the adventure that they have in here is just, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I just loved all the characters, and I really want a copy for my shelf now. This was amazing. It was beautiful. So I would definitely recommend this, especially if you've read Liesl and Poe. You need to read this. You'll understand what I mean but when you read it, because it's really a great book. And it has a great adventure in it, a great story, and it's not just a sad story. It's just like, just read it, okay? Just read it. The next one is, I gave that one 5 stars on Goodreads, right? I think I gave that, it deserves 5 stars. Flashback 4, The Lincoln Project by Dan Gutman. And this has an amazing book cover. I don't know if you guys can tell, but these 4 are running, and one of them has like this like iPhone looking thing. That's just this device that you'll find out when you read this book. One of them has a digital camera, and then there's Abraham Lincoln back there just chilling on a horse. And what happens in this is that they go back to the time when Abraham Lincoln was going to give the Gettysburg Address, and they have to take a picture, and that's all in the synopsis. They have to take a picture of him, and they get sent back in time by this woman who recruits them for her different reasons, and I guess we'll find out in the second book, because this is a really good book. And so she sends them all back in time to take this one picture, and what happens during this is just hilarious. It's funny, it's fast-paced, it has a lot of action, and it was such a fun read. Like, it's fun. This is a fun book. And I really liked it. I liked it a lot, and I cannot wait to read the second one, which I know comes out on April, I think it comes out on April 8th. But I'm really excited about it, and I think that one's about the Titanic, so I think that one's gonna be really cool. But this one was awesome, and it was really fun. I know I'm overusing that word, but it was fun. Like, when you're reading this, things go by like this. The story is fun, it's quick, and it's after you're done with it, you just like, you're satisfied, you're sitting there and you're happy, because this was a great read. On the back it says, "Are you ready to travel through time for the greatest adventure of your life?" Yes. And we get a lot of cool things in here. Like, it's just, I love this. So if you're looking for something that has time travel in it, ooh, and pictures, I forgot to talk about that. There are pictures in here, and they're real pictures. They're not like illustrations. There's pictures in here, right here, and there are more. Let me get a couple more. Let's see. There's another one. There are a lot of pictures in here, and this has a lot to do with history, of course. So while you're reading this, you're also sort of getting a little bit of a history lesson, which I love history anyway. So if you're a history buff too, you'll love this. You'll love this. So yeah, so I'm really interested in seeing what happens in the second book. And yes, so I would definitely recommend you guys go check this out. There is another book that just came out. I just forgot what it's called. I think it's called The iPhone That Saved George Washington's Life. And it also has this theme of time travel in it, and I put it on hold at the library, and I'm really excited to see when I get a hold of it so that I can read it, because it sounds really similar to this, and it's middle grade, and I'm just all for fun reads right now. I am. But yeah, so that is it for today. Go check out these awesome books, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Okay? They're just glaring at you. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I will see you guys. Oh, wait. I gave this 4 or 5 stars on Goodreads. Yeah. I'm forgetting. I suck. Okay. Bye.